This is the Lemonbuster's auto inspection of a 2006 Jeep LJ Rubicon. We're going to begin the inspection here at the left front fender. Take a look at what we got going on here. We're going to open the hood to get a better view of the fenders. Apologize for that. You can see there's lots of water spots and some little scratches here and there. However, it is a Jeep. And this one, it does appear to have some off-road modifications done to it, so I don't expect it to find a lack of scratches. You got some little ones on the fender flare there, a little discoloration on the fender flare there. So you got some more right there. Almost looks like these have been painted and some of the paint's been coming off. Or maybe they were touched up, something along those lines, but you can see they're definitely scuffed. LJs and TJs are noted for having problems with their fenders rusting. This left front fender is in pretty good shape. We got a rock chip right there, but overall, Rubicons were equipped with rocker armor here, as you can see. And it's in good shape. Doesn't seem to have a lot of impact damage. The thing does not look like it's seen a ton of four-wheeling, if any at all. Another issue that the LJs have had is on the hinges with the paint peeling off and corrosion issues and whatnot. You can see this one's got a little bit of it. It's also got the mirror protective covering here, and it is cracked, as you can see here. Moving up into the windshield hinge, you can see here that we've got a scratch that's been touched up. We also have some corrosion going on at the windshield hinge here. You can see that the cowl area is pretty good shape, as well as the windshield and surround. We do have a pretty nice chip right there with a little bit of rust in it. See, the windshield's in good shape though, which is a good thing. Okay, we're going to move on to the left front door here. See, glass is in good shape. Same with the mirror, other than that crack on the housing. Do have a little bit of rust forming right here where the upper door frame meets to the lower door portion itself. So you can see the Jeep's pretty good shape. It doesn't have a whole lot of trail marks, which is basically, or trail stripes, which is from tree branches dragging along the side. It'll have a ton of light scratches. This one does not appear to have that. So once again, it leads me to believe that it hasn't really been off-roaded much. Probably more lifted for looks and tires for looks and stuff like that. One area of concern here is we're getting a little bit of rust on the bottom doors. You can see there's a little bit of like lifting in the paint or some slight bubbling in the paint. You come back on onto the other side here and look underneath. You can see here we've got a little bit of rust starting down in this area right here. So it's an area to look out for, as well as on the door jamb sill here. You can see lots of scratches. I don't understand why when they bed liner the interior they didn't bed liner the sill. Most people tend to do that with these, and it helps with the wear and tear. Look at the lower section of the tub here. You can see that it's got another couple flaws in the paint where it looks like a little corrosion starting. You can see here you got a little bit of typical Chrysler paint flaws. See some light scratches and chips. Nothing that I would consider out of the ordinary from a Jeep, especially a Rubicon. See here, there's lots of texture going on to these fender flares here, from like rocks and all sorts of stuff from just, you know, bouncing off of it while driven on the highway. One of the things people do is they just tend to sand them and paint them again and go for a couple of years until they need to do it again. So you got some light scratches here. Flare's nice and secure though. As you can see here. One place TJ's love and LJ's love the rod is in this seam. You can see it's nice and clean. There's no rust in it at this point in time. So that's a good thing. We do, however, have a chip right there. At this point, we're going to take a look at the side of the soft top here. See, the soft top's in pretty good shape. There's something sticky on it right here. Not sure if that'll wash right off or not. The soft top definitely has seen use. You know, it's got discoloration and it's got wear marks on it. But overall, it seems to seal up nice and be overall in good shape. It also has optional tinted windows here. Back right here, we have our zipper to unzip the windows. I'm not going to remove the entire top from the video for time's sake. But zippers are a big failure on the stock tops, so it's one thing to keep in mind and check and make sure that they all work. See here our rear window. This is another high failure point on these Wrangler soft tops, because it's so big, it's plastic, it rolls up. Just it's set up for fail. You can see here it's got a best top tire cover on it. One area of concern though is that the spare tire here is a 15-inch Goodyear Wrangler. It's a P235 7515 on a black steel Jeep wheel. Tire's in great shape, however it doesn't match the other tires. It's not going to do you a whole lot of good if you get a flat. It's basically for show. You can see here your tail light's in good shape, nice and solid. Got a little bit of paint discoloration in here. Go ahead and take a look at the tailgate here. Cool thing here, as you can see, it's got the Smitty built action pack for the back tailgate. It's a nice option for TJs. You can put a lot of cool stuff in there, you know, for your adventures and whatnot. Tailgate itself is in good shape. However, the tub's got lots of little chips and scratches in this area. As you can see, there's a pretty good one right there. A lot of stuff can be touched up. Once again, a lot of people tend to just bed liner this entire section to match the inside because it sees so much wear and stuff being dragged over it. You can see once again we've got a little bit of discoloration of paint in the flare there. You can see inside the hinges we got a little bit of rust going on. Once again, TJ hinges have been problematic. As you can see here, it's been bed linered on the inside, and it's got the real nice Quadratec floor mats. I have these in my own Jeep. I love them. They hold gallons of water, mud, and everything you could imagine. See here, the carpet has been removed, at least from the floor section, but they did keep the surrounding sections intact for the sides, and all the Nerfs are still on the roll bar, which is nice because it's not cool when those are missing. This vehicle should have been equipped with Moab wheels, and they are long gone. It's a shame because those are really sought after wheels, and they bring a premium dollar, and they're a cool looking wheel. You can see here we got our trailer hitch here. I'm guessing it may never been used. I don't see any sign of trailer wiring. You can see the 7-pin connector is wide open, but it is a factory Mopar marked trailer hitch. You can see here the bumper's also in really good shape. Both end caps are intact, which is something that has either been discarded or broken off on TJ's. Moving on here to the right side of the tub, you can see the tail light's nice and firm and everything along those lines. Once again, you can see our seam is clean, which is good. Do have another little chip right down there in the right quarter panel. You can see very minimal chips and scratches. Got a little bit of some paint flaws right there. Flare itself is in pretty good shape again here. Once again, you got your little peelings and discoloration. You can see here we got another one. It's also a light scratch right in this area and also right here. As you can see, this flare is also textured from bugs, rocks, all sorts of road debris. This completes part 1 of the Lemonbuster's inspection of a Jeep Rubicon.